Hey guys! So, as you already know from the title, I'm doing an everyday makeup routine. And I call it everyday, which is kind of misleading because I definitely don't put on makeup to school every day. Probably once a week. This is more like my weekend makeup routine. Maybe that's what I should have called it. But anyway, I'm going to be showing you guys a close-up of how I put on my makeup and what I put on my face. I really like this look for the spring season because it's just getting warmer outside and everyone's going to start wearing skirts and spring dresses. And because this look is so pink and light and shimmery, I feel like it's perfect for this type of weather, even though it's currently snowing in Colorado. But without further ado, because Lola is getting very impatient, here is my everyday makeup routine. So I'm going to start by applying this Shiseido Pureness Moisturizing Gel Cream. This is what it looks like. I like it a lot. I don't know if you can tell, but it's all gone pretty much. And I do always put moisturizer on my face before applying makeup because I feel like it gives you a nice base to work with. Okay, now that I'm done with this, normally I would skip this next step, but I just stole a Perfecting Makeup Primer from my mom. This is a Lancome one. I've never actually used a primer, but I want to try it out. Once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and start with my Dior Nude Air Serum Foundation. And this is in the color 020. And I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Dream Blender sponge, which I know is a little dirty, and blend all of it out. And I actually just went and got this quite a bit wet with lukewarm water. I find that it really helps to smooth it over on your face while you put it on. So I'm just going to go ahead and pump some of this into the top and just squirt it onto my hand like so. Then I'm going to apply it with the wet Dream Blender. And I always start with my forehead because that's the area on my face that's the most spotty. It's really the pretty much only area that I actually need the foundation on. So I always start here. And I find that no foundation covers my acne, but this one actually does a pretty good job. So I'm just going to go in and blend all of this. And I always make sure to blend it evenly into my hairline as well. And I'm finding that the primer actually really helps just to blend everything together really well. So there you go, that's what it looks like. So the next step is concealer. And I normally use this Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Concealer in light medium or sometimes medium. But as you can see, it's all gone. But my mom has this one, Lancome Waterproof Long-Lasting Under Eye Concealer. This is just a little starter tube. This is in Claire. So I'm going to try this. This is just for under eyes, but I have to use it for my spots too, just because I don't have anything else. I don't even know if this is my color. But you know what? Everything is your color if you blend it enough. On my neck a little bit as well. And then I'm going to put this under my eyes. And I'm just going back in with the Fake Beauty blender. That works honestly really well. And it was only $5, I think. Sorry if you hear noises upstairs. We're getting our kitchen renovated, so it's super noisy. This is doing a great job so far. There we go. So next, I always do my brows. And first, I'm going to just brush them with this e.l.f. spoolie right here. These are like $1 at Target. And I like to brush up first and then just over diagonally a little. My eyebrows aren't very full, as you can see. I'm trying to grow them out, so I find that the brushing really helps. And also they're a little bit tinted right now because I do get them tinted every once in a while, so I probably won't have to fill them in as much. But I'm going to use this Bobbi Brown eyebrow brush, which as you can see is slanted and very thin. And with that, I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Brow Kit in Cement and Birch, and I use both of the colors. So first I'm going to go in with the darker over here, which is Birch. And with this, I'm mostly going to just outline the brow. I like to get them quite dark and then lighten them later, which you will see. And then I'm going to go in with Cement once that's done and fill in the middle a little bit more. And then I'm just going to take my middle fingers and run them through both of them, forward and back, because I like when they look more natural and not as dark. And then I'll just rebrush them. So there we go. This is what my eyebrows always look like. Now that that's done, I'm going to go back in with the Lancome concealer, and I actually use that as eyeshadow primer on my lids. Also, I'm sorry about the lighting. Half of the lights in my room aren't working right now, so I'm just dealing with what I have. Once that's done, I'm going to work on my eyeshadow, and I normally just use these two palettes, which is this Chantecaille La Palette d'Olivia and Naked 3 by Urban Decay. And from the Naked 3, I really like the light pink shades over here. First, I'm going to go in with this matte color called Limit, which is just this one right there. It looks a bit darker on the camera. And I'm going to swoop that over my whole eyelid with the thicker end of the brush that they provide with the palette. So now I'm going to go in with Nooner, which is this more purpley shade. It's this one right there. But it's also similar in matte. And I'm going to just put that in the corner. And in the crease. And this one is not much darker, but it will still give the kind of smoky effect. And it gives way more depth to the eye. When that's done, I'm going to just kind of swoop the end of this brush that I've just been using for both of the colors over my hand to get rid of all the eyeshadow on it, and I'm going to just use it to blend all of this together. Okay, and when that's done, I'm going to now go in with, I can't even tell, Burnout, the third color. It's this one right here, and this I'm going to just throw in on the middle and inner corner of my eyelid. Okay, and once again, I'm gonna get rid of the eyeshadow and blend all of this. And the last color we're going to use is Dust. This very shimmery, very light pink color right there. And I'm actually going to use the thin end of the brush now. Put a lot on there. Get off the excess and just put that right over here in the corner. Right there. There we go. I wish you guys could tell. It's very shimmery right in the corner. And I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to blend it or anything. And I'm going to put a little bit more of this color and just run it across my lower lash line. Just once. And the same very thin line right up here. Just very close to the lashes. So now I'm going to go in with something that I'm not good at all, and that's eyeliner. This is going to be my second or third time putting on eyeliner at all, other than my waterline, because that's what I usually do. But we're going to just try it. This is the Glow Minerals Precision Eye Pencil in Black Brown. This is what it looks like, and it has a little smudgy at the end. And I'm just going to run this right above my lash line, very lightly. There you go. I just think it makes the eye look really good once you actually have mascara on. For now, it kind of looks stupid, but you'll see. So now I'm going to go in with my mascara, and this is the Benefit Bad Gal Lash. And I'm going to just brush down on my lashes with it at first, because I find that it really lengthens them, and then up. And I'm just going back in on the bottom to fix that a little bit. There we go. That's what it looks like. And I'm going to do the same on my other eye. Now I'm going to go in with just a plain Q-tip under my eye to remove any mascara fallout. Okay, and we're almost done. Next, I'm going to go in with the Glow Minerals Sunlight Bronze. This is a little too orangey and shimmery for me. I would really prefer something of a more gray-brown shade and definitely matte. But this is what I have to work with. So I'm actually going to use this Bare Escentuals Max Coverage Concealer Brush, which is kind of skinny. I don't use this for concealer because I just use my blender. And I run this across the bronzer, tap off the excess, and I draw a line with this where my cheekbone is, so where I want my contour. Well, I wouldn't call this contour, it's just bronzer. But this is how I do it. There you go. Then I'm going to take this Bare Escentuals Full Flawless Face Brush, because I don't have a contour brush. I'm going to kind of flatten it out with just my fingers, and I'm going to blend this out. I'll go up across the hairline and down across the jawline too. And then I'm going to go on with my favorite product, which is the Too Faced Candlelight Glow Highlighting Powder Duo. And this is in Rosy Glow. It also comes in Warm Glow. And it's these two pretty colors, and all I'm going to do is with a clean finger, mix the colors around and just swipe this across my cheekbone. And I'll do it a couple of times because I love highlight. And then I'll also do a little bit just above the Cupid's bow. And the tip of my nose. And then I'm going to use this brush, the Bare Essentials Handy Buki, and I'm going to blend the highlight and bring it up to my temples a bit too. And then I'm going to use a bit of the highlight as well, and this Bobbi Brown Angle eyeshadow brush. Make sure to tap off the excess and sweep it under my brow to highlight it just a little bit. Now, I don't actually have a powder to set everything on my face, so instead I use this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist. This is a 4-in-1. I'm not sure what the 4 things are that it does, but I know that it sets makeup and refreshes your face. And I'll just spritz this across my face a couple of times. And it smells so amazing. And now I'm going to go in with the Tarte Drench Lip Splash Lipstick in Beach Bum. Looks like this. This is a sample size as well. So first I'm going to sweep it across the bottom. And I'll do this little thing. And fill in the, I don't know what it's called, like little triangles at the top of your mouth. And then I'm going to go in with my ring finger and I'm going to just tap my lips to mattify the lipstick a little bit more.